So the next form of the goddess out of the Navadurgas who is worshipped on the fifth day of Navratri is goddess Skandamata. Skanda is another name for Lord Kartikeya, Lord Muruga, and Mata is mother. So thus Skandamata means a mother of Kartikeya or Skanda, who is another form of goddess Parvati. In this form of Skandamata, the goddess has got four arms. You would have seen that she holds Kartikeya in one hand, a kamalam in the other. Then uh, she blesses her devotees. If in fact, if you see, she has also got, she sits in a Padmasanam position because she is sitting on a kamalam. She sits on a lotus. Yeah. In fact, here if you see, kamalam is there on both her hands. In the second hand as well as in the third hand, she will have the kamalam that is there. In both hands, she will hold the lotus. One hand Skanda is there, and the fourth hand is Abhayahastam. She is blessing her devotees. And this form of the goddess is known for peace, prosperity, moksha, and so on. Now, in fact, here if you look at the birth story of Lord Skanda, Shiva, it seems that after Sati's sacrifice also, Shiva becomes completely detached from all kinds of worldly affairs also, and he starts doing Ghora Tapasya, like an ascetic, like a sage. And at that time, what happened is there were two asuras who were there, Surapadma and Tarakasura, who were causing a lot of trouble to the Devas, and that's when those asuras, they had a boon that Lord Shiva or maybe Shiva's son could only kill them, could kill both these asuras. Now, fearing that Shiva had entered into Ghora Tapasya also and he had totally detached himself from this material world, all the devas were afraid that maybe Shiva would never get a son or so, a child or so in future. That's when they all go to Lord Vishnu. But Vishnu tells that the gods that you are only responsible for this situation also, I cannot help. If you had not attended Daksha's sacrifice without Lord Shiva, then maybe Sati Devi would have never given up herself and so on. So he then tells about Parvati Devi, who tells that Parvati is a form of Parashakti, Adi Shakti only, and she is meant to be Shiva's wife only. And that is when, like you say, indirectly Vishnu gives a hint that if you cannot go and approach Lord Shiva, you ensure that Parvati Devi does tapasya so that she will get Shiva as her husband, and that's how maybe an offspring of Shiva also can be born. So, or maybe Shiva himself will come out of this Ghora tapasya, you can go and approach him also directly. So, on behalf of the gods, Narada, he approaches Parvati, tells her that you do extreme tapasya also, you would get Lord Shiva as your husband, like you had got in your previous birth. So after doing thousands of years of tapasya also, finally the marriage between Shiva and Parvati takes place. Now Shiva and Parvati, what happens is, both of their energies, they combine together, and a very, you can say, a very fierce form, a very fiery seed, you can say, was consumed. Now Parvati Devi had got a curse also, saying that biologically she cannot give birth to any child. That's the reason we know the story of Ganesha, Muruga, Ayyappa, whoever it is, they are all not directly born through Parvati. Maybe directly, indirectly she was responsible, but directly she could not beget. That is, biologically she cannot beget children. So that's when this energy that was created, or the seed, the generative seed that was there of Shiva and Parvati, Lord Agni was given this responsibility that you carry the seed safely to a lake called Sharavana lake, and from there it will become Shiva's offspring also. Now that seed that was there, it was full of energy of both Shiva and Parvati. Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. So you see the parents of the entire world. So the energy created from them would be so powerful that what happens is, it became very difficult for Agni also to hold it, and he hands over the seed to Ganga also, saying that you please carry it further to this Sharavana lake and put it there. Goddess Parvati then, she took the form of this water body because she only was capable of carrying this seed which was there of her consort Shiva. Later, that's how Shadanana, or the sixth phase Kartikeya, was born there. Why he gets this name is, he was taken care by six Kritikas or six mothers. That's why if you see the Kritika Nakshatram that is there is very, very auspicious for Lord Skanda. And thus, because he was taken care by these six Kritikas also, he gets the name of Kartikeya. Because he had six heads, he gets the name of Shadananaha. And he grew up to be a very handsome, powerful young youth, and that's how he gets his name Kumara. Further, Kartikeya, he was sent to Brahma for attaining knowledge also. But on the first day, it seems, he asked Brahma a very, very difficult question. You tell me the meaning of the Pranava mantra Om. Now, Brahma explained him the meaning, it seems, in about 12,000 shlokas or so, but still Kartikeya was not satisfied. Next, Kartikeya asked the same question to Lord Shiva. Shiva explains this in 12 lakh verses, still he was not satisfied. And he himself, it seems, explains, Kartikeya himself told him the meaning of this Om in 12 crore verses, it seems. So, this was the greatness of Lord Kartikeya. Now, he turned out to be the commander in chief of the gods. He was blessed by all gods, given special weapons also for the war against Tarakasura and Shurapadma. And finally, Tarakasura was killed by Muruga. Thus, this Skandamata who is there, she is worshipped as a mother of a very supremely gifted child. And whenever a devotee worships Skandamata, automatically Lord Kartikeya is also worshipped as he is sitting in the lap of Skandamata. So this form of Skandamata that is there is known for depicting motherly love, motherly affection, and how the goddess showers her grace and karuna on all her devotees. And mainly it highlights the birth story of Skanda, how he turned out to be a great youth, also a great warrior, a commander in chief of the gods, how finally he kills those asuras. So basically worshipping Skandamata will also lead to the worship of Lord Kartikeya.